If you start an AI automation agency back in 2024 or even early 2025, let's be honest with each other. You had it easy. We were living through a gold rush. You could easily walk into almost any local business, a dentist, a roofer, a real estate office, and show them a basic, barely functioning AI receptionist. And even if it had a 2-second delay, even if the voice sounded a little robotic, the business owner would look at you like you were a wizard. Because back then, just hearing a computer talk was magic. You could sell that basic hello, let me take a message setup for $3,000, $5,000, sometimes even $10,000 up front. But I'm sitting here with you today because I need to tell you the hard truth that nobody else wants to. That magic phase, it's officially dead. As we head deeper into 2026, the wow factor is gone. Clients aren't impressed anymore. They've seen it in the ads, they've heard the robocalls, they know the tech exists. Basic AI voice agents are becoming a commodity. So think of it like when we had the web design industry in the late 90s. In 1998, if you knew HTML, you could charge $15,000 for a static homepage. Today, a teenager could build a better website on Squarespace in 20 minutes for free. So we're seeing the exact same crash happen with voice AI agents right now. The price for a basic setup is plummeting. If your only skill is I can connect VAPI to a phone number, your margin's about to go to zero. But don't panic, because while the easy money is gone, the smart money is just getting started. There is a new, much higher ticket service that is replacing basic receptionist. The agency who recognize this shift and pivot to it now are going to make more money in 2026 than they ever did in the gold rush of 2024 and 2025. So let's talk exactly where the money is going and how you can stop competing on price. First, we have to look at why this market crash is happening. It's not because the demand is gone. The demand is higher than ever. The problem is the tools that we love. So I'm talking about VAPI, Retail, 11 Labs. In the last 12 months, these platforms have done something incredible for the industry but terrible for agencies. They've made their user interfaces too good. So remember back in early 2024, to get a good agent working, you need to understand API keys, webhooks, maybe even write a little bit of Python. That technical friction was your safety net. That's why the clients paid you. They paid you because they couldn't do it themselves. But look at VAPI or Retail today. They have beautiful drag and drop interfaces. They have pre-built templates for dental appointments or real estate qualifiers. A savvy business owner can now watch a 15-minute YouTube tutorial, maybe even one of my tutorials, and sign up for an account, buy a phone number, and have an AI voice agent running in less time than it takes you to eat lunch. So, when you pitch a client for a $3,000 setup fee and they turn around and say, wait, my nephew told me he could set this up in under an hour, they aren't wrong. And even if the client doesn't want to do it themselves, you have a second problem, the saturation. So go to Upwork or Fiverr right now and search for AI voice agent. You will see there are over 500 results. You'll see people from all over the world offering to build a VAPI agent for $100, $50, sometimes even $20. They are using the exact same prompt templates that you are, and they are using the exact same voices that you are as well. If your entire offer is just I will make an answer a phone and say hello, you are now in the race to the bottom. So you cannot compete on the setup anymore. The price of setup is trending towards zero. So if you want to survive, you have to stop selling the setup and start selling the outcome. Let me show you what that looks like. Here is the prediction that will save your agency in 2026. In the next 6 months, the money isn't in the call, it's in the action. So if you are just connecting a phone number to an LLM, you are a commodity. But if you're connecting that phone number to the heart of the business, you're a partner. Let me give you an example of the difference. The old way looked like this. An AI answers the phone. It says, thanks for calling Joe's Plumbing. It answers a few frequently asked questions about pricing. It takes the customer's name and number, and then it sends a text summary to Joe. That is a glorified answering machine. You can charge maybe $500 for that, and Joe still will complain that it's too expensive. But the new way is different. The AI answers the phone, but before it even speaks, it grabs the caller ID and pings the company's CRM via a webhook. It sees that this is Sarah, a customer who had a service call last year. It sees that she has an open estimate that she hasn't signed yet. So the AI doesn't say, "Who is this?" It says, "Hey Sarah, are you calling about the estimate that we sent over last Tuesday?" Sarah says yes. The AI negotiates the start date, it checks the technician's live calendar in Service Titan or House Call Pro to find a real slot. It then books the appointment and says, "Great, to lock that in, I can process the $50 deposit right now. Do you want to use the card that ends in 4242? It then processes the payment via Stripe, it updates the accounting software, and sends a dispatch ticket to the technician. That is not a bot, that is an automated employee, and that isn't worth $500. That is worth $5,000 upfront and a $1,000 monthly retainer because you just replaced an employee. You need to stop calling yourself an AI voice agency. That label is too small. You need to become an operations architect. You have to realize that voice is just the user interface, it's just the trigger. The backend automation, the end-to-end workflows, the make.com.logic, the API integrations, that is the actual product you are selling. The voice agent is just the keyboard. The backend is the computer doing the actual work. If you can build that, you will never have to worry about saturation again. There is also a massive technical shift happening right now that you need to be ready for. And if you're a builder, this changes everything. For the last 2 years, we got paid to be plumbers. We got paid to fix latency. We spent hours obsessing over the pipeline. We were trying to shave milliseconds off speech to text, then the LLM, then the text to speech. We were fighting a war against the delay. My prediction, by the end of the year, nobody will be talking about latency. With the rollout of native audio models, I'm talking about the API versions of GPT-4o's advanced voice models and Gemini Live. The pipeline is gone. It is just audio in and audio out. The big tech giants, OpenAI and Google, they have solved latency for us. It is becoming a standard feature of the internet. So think about what this means for your business. You can no longer charge clients for making it fast. Fast is free now, fast is the default. You have to charge them for making it smart. We are moving from the IQ to EQ era. The next wave of high-ticket agencies aren't the one that answers instantly. They are the ones that can listen. I'm talking about agents that can understand sarcasm, agents that can hear hesitation in a customer's voice and say, "You sound unsure. Do you want me to explain that pricing again?" Agents that can handle being interrupted without glitching out and restarting the sentence. Your job is no longer prompt engineering for speed. Your job is behavioral engineering for sales. The value isn't in the response time anymore, it's in the vibe. If you can make an AI agent that makes a customer feel heard rather than just being processed, that is a product you can sell forever. This brings me to my final point, and if you only remember one thing from this video, make it this. The era of the generalist is extinct. You cannot just be the AI guy for small businesses anymore. There is just too much noise in the market. If you go to a networking event and say, "I build AI agents for anyone who needs a phone answered," you sound like everyone else. To survive the crash in 2026, you need to be a specialist. So don't be that AI guy, be the AI expert for dental clinics using Dentrix software, or be the AI expert for property managers using Buildium. Why? Because the integration into the specific software is your moat. That is what protects you from the price crash. A generalist on Upwork can set up a phone number, but they cannot figure out how to authenticate a secure API connection to a legacy dental database from 2015. But you can. And because you can solve that specific hard problem, you become the only option in the market. When you solve a specific problem, you can charge a high price. So my advice for the next 6 months, pick one vertical, just one, and go dangerously deep into that specific software stack. That is how you build an agency that lasts. So let's recap. 1. The price for basic Hello setups is crashing. Don't build commodities, the market is moving too fast. 2. The real money is moving towards the back end. You need to become an operations architect, not just a prompt engineer. 3. Latency is solved. The future is native audio and emotional intelligence. I want you to look at your current offer today. Be honest with yourself. Are you selling a website, a commodity, or are you selling a business system? I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Which specific industry do you think is the hardest to automate right now? Is it the healthcare with HIPAA? Is it law firms? Let me know below. Thanks for just hanging out and talking strategy with me today. I'll see you in the next one.